Guys, ladies, gentlemen, Chernobyl Ages Dayday here with another gameplay, and today I'm also going to be doing another commentary because I'm going to give you some more tips because my phone is charger still at the studio and I didn't go get it today. Yeah, I guess that makes me lazy, sorry about that, but I guess it'd be alright. Sorry about this. I promise to get it soon. But in the meantime, I think it'd be alright. I think it'll be all gravy, baby. It's no big deal. My channel always will revolve around, trolling, as I've always said. And this is ridiculous right here. I don't know. It should be synced up with it, but where I killed a guy sitting up in that room. And anyways, moving on. First off, I want to say thank you guys because my channel it's growing pretty steadily now. Every single day I'm getting at least I think 3 or 4 subscribers a day, and to some people, like I said, that doesn't mean a lot, but I look at this as that's almost the way the X-Jaws looks at it. Now I have close to 300 people, like 250 something I think, who take time out of y'all's day to come and sit and watch me. Like, that's mind-blowing to think that I can entertain somebody every day for 10 minutes a day. That's crazy. Like, it's hard for me to even begin to express how amazing that is to me. Because I've always done a lot of entertaining things. Like, I'll also be starting up a second channel. I'm working on the first video right now. There'll probably be a couple videos up by the time I get the channel ready and let you guys know what the channel is. But I'm going to be starting up my jam skating channel. And the reason I'm going to be starting that up is because I can't post videos on here dealing with that because it's going to have actual music with it, and I'll probably put strikes on and stuff. And I'm not ever looking to make any money off of that. Not that it's my primary goal here, but I do eventually plan on getting a job through YouTube. That's just something I know I want. To help me get through college. But anyways, that's nevertheless. So be looking forward to that. It's not going to be for everybody. It's me dancing on skates with my buddy because we're part of a studio. Like I said, left my phone charge over there. But I'll let you guys know more about that when we get it completed. But as I was saying is, I've always been in the spotlight of entertaining people, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I've gone to national competitions, regionals. I've gone to so many different types of competitions, and in ROTC when I was in high school, I was in ROTC, and I was drill commander, and I've always done the best that I could, and that's why I believe that if anybody can do everybody has to always do their best. So I'm not sure what that has anything to do with right now, but I just want to say thank you guys. Every day my channel grows, and every time I gain 1 subscriber, it makes me really happy. And every time I gain a subscriber, what I did at first was send you a message thanking you, but there's too many people who have it set to where I can't send them a message because they have it blocked, so I just stopped that. I wouldn't want to send someone a message and then get on here and say I sent everybody a message, and then I didn't send one person one. They're upset because I didn't, and that's because they had it blocked when I first set their account. So that's why I stopped that. Anyways, moving on, we're just going to jump right into the gameplay real quick. I have to tell you guys, the best way to play this game, my way, is not like, there's crazy people out there who are crazy good at this, like Fearcrats, Mark of J, and Optic Scump. Those guys are just, they're like, I don't even know how to explain how good they are. However, I'm not going to sit here and say you can't be as good as them. I'm never going to say that, because you can. Okay, you got to think they've been playing Call of Duty. I know they've been playing Call of Duty a lot longer than I have. I've always been like a sport type of person. I've always played video games, but I've always liked sports. I've always liked Grand Theft Auto. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and I cannot wait for Grand Theft Auto 5. But the way I play this game is, it's hard for me to explain it, but a lot of my gunfights are flanking, but they end up face to face. And it's not that I set it up that way, it's just that my goal is to piss them off and catch them off guard. if I can catch the enemy off guard, which is what you should always do, instead of like trying to like always flank. Flanking is what's going to cause it. Understand that you have to flank, but catching them off guard. Think about whenever you're playing your game, okay? And you look up at the UAV and you look back down, and you didn't expect that guy to be there, so you're startled for like just that one split second. That's my goal. My goal is to be that guy that just you never even saw it coming, and it just startles you. And I'm pretty sure that's how Marka J plays and Fear Cries and all them. You know, they're just always in their spawn and just being annoying, and that's the goal, is to be as annoying as you possibly can. Not necessarily worry about your KD. Worry about your KD is going to cause you to camp a lot. Because I mean that's just a stat. That doesn't tell you how good you really are. You know, because you can have so many bad games. So the goal is always to find a spot in the game where they're going to, like I told you last time, always know where they're going to be at. That's the best way I can explain it. Like right here I'm at the B flag, correct? That building right there in front of us and the building to the back of us, that's where they're always at. The little pathway right there and in that building. If you have C4 and you can get tons and tons of kills like right here, and I say right here, do not go through the middle, meaning like not where the B flag is, but I guess you want to call it the sunroom or something. I'm not sure what you want to call it. But there's so many people that go there, and there's so many snipers. The chances if you win in that gunfight, especially with the SMG, because that's what I'm recommending, is slim to none, right? And you know, right there's a perfect example of why you want to use SMGs, because you can just strafe a lot better, not having to worry about putting that stock on or whatever it is. Because that's another tip I'm going to give you, is when you're playing this game, understand that everybody's got some kind of lag comp, okay? And the picture you're looking at is not the real picture. Like, for example, see this guy here in front of me? He wasn't really climbing over that rock. Chances are, on his screen, he was already above that rock. Not necessarily aiming at me, but above that rock. It's like a millisecond beforehand. So if you're going frontwards and backwards like he was, me aiming at that person, that figure, since he's coming towards me, no matter where he's at, if he's coming towards my gun, I'm going to be hitting him. But if he was going left or right, I'm not necessarily aiming at him all the time. And that's why you should strafe whenever you can, because it's not what your enemy is seeing, especially if there's some serious lag. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, guys. So, excuse me, my mouth's a little dry. That's the next thing you want to learn. After you learn where people are going to be, like, don't run through here. See, every time I come near it, I always try to like turn around and run away. Mostly because I saw the blackbird, but I hate being in that spot. I hate it. I hate it. This room right here, I love clearing it out. I love it when I spawn on the the A flag, because I can run to the C flag, because I know this area so well. This is the easiest part of the map. If you spawn on the C flag, flip to spawn. You want to get the A flag. I know so many commentaries tell you different, but on this map, on Raiden, it's best to have them at the C flag. And I always take the route to the left. I always throw C4 right there and usually go to the left. But if I have a blackbird, I always do it a little different. I don't say always, but it's how it mostly is. And that's the next tip that I wanted to give you, was make sure you're strafing. Strafing is very important, and drop shotting. Work on one technique at a time, okay? Strafing's a little easier than drop shotting, because you would not believe how many times when I was first learning the drop shot, because I was in Black Ops, I dolphin dived. You have to aim first. And then learning to drop shot in this game is going to help you out in any other Call of Duty if it doesn't have dolphin diving, because you're going to be aiming before you drop shot, and that's going to make you better. And then strafing. So you pick one thing you want to learn first, whichever one you want to learn first. And if in case you don't know how to do drop shot, you got to switch your button layout to tactical. But if you want, you got to pick one and then practice it and practice it and practice. Don't think just because you've done really good in like 4 games or 5 games that you got it down pat, because you don't. You got to keep practicing that one move strafing, and it helps you out a lot. See, like right there, I kept strafing backwards and forth. So yeah, it's 94 and 5, 6 caps, 7 defends. This was my first game of that day. I do remember that. It was awesome. I have the notes wrote down for it. Wow, I did not notice this double kill right here. That's awesome. Anyways, guys, it's been great. Remember your head, not tail, but flying up beneath. Have a nice day. Peace. Oh, and don't forget to like.